Hello everyone, it's me, James G. Today we're going to be making vegan-friendly protein oats. This is a meal prep you can make, and this makes 4 servings. We're going to be filling these mason jars. And the ingredients you will need are oats, chia seeds, vegan protein powder, maca root powder, oat milk, and mixed nuts. Oh, and you probably need scales if you want to do this with any degree of accuracy. These aren't that accurate. These are from Home Bargains. This scale's pretty rubbish, but it's small and it was cheap, just like my penis. So first thing you want to do is get your mason jar, put it on the scale, then switch the scale on. That means it'll set it at 0. And then what you want to do is add 40 grams of oats, roughly. Again, it's not the end of the world if these numbers are slightly over. Like I say, these scales aren't super accurate anyway. And you want to do that with 4 jars. So now that we've got our jars filled up with oats, we want to add the chia seeds. And you're not going to want too many chia seeds, otherwise you will shit yourself. So 5 grams of chia seeds in each one. Then just give the jar like a shake, just to make sure it's like evenly distributed around the jar. That hasn't really done a very good job. Now you can put the jars to one side and get yourself a mixing jug. And you want to put the mixing jug on the scale and then get a protein powder of your choice. You can use whey powder if you want, if you don't care about this being a vegan friendly recipe. I just use vegan protein because whey does not react well with my skin. Now I'm not sponsored, but this salted caramel protein, this goes really well with the oats. It tastes like a dessert when you've got it finished. And we're gonna need 90 grams. You can add more if you want more, but I just do it to 90 grams. So you got 90 grams of protein. Now you want about 20 to 40 grams of maca root. What is maca root, you may ask? It's supposed to be good for your testosterone levels, your energy levels. Same if you're a woman, it's good for your vagina. Because I started rambling like an idiot, I thought I'd just add this in post. Here's the actual benefits of maca root. When I was referring very stupidly to the vaginal benefits of maca root, I was actually in fact referring to the fact that it may help with symptoms of perimenopause and menopause. And in terms of testosterone, it may help boost libido and may help with male fertility. I'm going to put 30 grams in. This also gives you a little bit of additional protein. Not a lot, but every little helps. You want to take a fork and mix the maca root and the protein powder. Some of it's evaporating into the air. And now it's time to add your oat milk. You want about 500 milliliters of oat milk minimum. And this is quite a thick breakfast. If you want it to be thinner, just add more milk. Don't add it all at once. Whisk it. See that heavy wrist action? Okay, so now as you can see, well, I don't know how well you can see on the camera, but it is relatively liquidy. I'll show you on that camera. So now, the most important part, you got to add your protein mixture into your oats. And what you want, roughly 150 grams of the liquid in each jar. If you've got any liquid left, just distribute it as evenly as possible between the jars. And then it's time for some more heavy wrist action, some Pyrex whipping. This isn't Pyrex, this is a mason jar. Some mason jar whipping. You just want to make sure the protein mixture is all blended with the oats, so there's no dry bits. And once you've done that, you're pretty much done. You have a mixture that smells pretty good, but looks like frog spawn and diarrhea. And it's kind of a gloopy mess at this point, but what you do is you put it in the fridge and leave it to set. I almost forgot. You add about 25 grams of mixed nuts once it's set when you're ready to eat it. If you put them in like now, I've never tried it, but I imagine it'd be pretty soggy. So I add my fruit and nut mix to the oats in the morning, just sprinkle it on top. 25 grams. Gives you some extra calories, some extra fat, a little bit extra protein. Mainly it adds texture to the meal. Like I said, this is 444 calories if you use my exact ingredients, but it only fills half a jar up, so you can very easily just double the recipe if you want more calories, more protein. I wouldn't recommend putting double the amount of nuts in it because 50 grams of nuts is a lot of fat. But yeah, we'll skip forward and I'll show you the finished product once it's set. So this is what it looks like fresh out of the fridge. And as you can see, it looks like solid vomit slash frog spawn slash diarrhea. But it actually does, it tastes like a dessert. It just doesn't look like one. It just looks like something that comes out after the dessert. But I promise you it tastes better than it looks. So I hope that was helpful, guys. This is my first cooking video in about 6 years. We'll get a setup worked out. This is a bit hokey pokey. Is that a phrase, hokey pokey? Sounds like a euphemism for intercourse, but yeah, it's a bit of a hokey pokey setup. Like I said, there's a camera under some Quaker Oats. And yeah, this has been James G. Whack the like button, hit subscribe. If you don't, I'll come to your house and fucking... I'm not threatening anyone. How am I gonna end it? Do people do this still?